Dear Jeremy, the world is filled with empty promises of pleasure and fleeting moments of satisfaction. But true joy is only found in me. I know that recently you've been longing for something. Something to make you happy. Something to fill this void you feel in your heart. So what I want you to know is this: that longing you feel is an invitation to draw closer to me. The joy I offer is everlasting. It's not something you earn, but a gift that I freely give. I've also noticed that you've been feeling lost, unsure of where to go with your life. But I want you to know that if you come to me, I will make your paths straight. Seek me and you will find me. And in finding me, you will discover true happiness. A joy that the world cannot give and that nothing can take away. Love, God. We can often lose ourselves falling into this trap of searching for happiness in things that don't actually make us truly happy. Sometimes that could be in material things like money or even with fame. And we always hear people say, the key to happiness is this or the key to happiness is that. But the problem with this saying is that this key that people are looking for doesn't actually exist, and that's why they search their whole life for it but never end up finding it. Mother Teresa once said, "There is no key to happiness. The door is always open." The idea that there is no key doesn't mean that nothing can make us happy. True happiness is only found in God, and He doesn't close the door to us. We just need this beautiful thing called faith. In the Bible, Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 tells us that faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. The truth is that the things in this world are only temporary, so when we try to find happiness in these material or superficial things, the so-called happiness we feel will only be temporary. And then this leads to a never-ending cycle of trying to find that one key that will somehow unlock our happiness. A key that doesn't exist because the door is always open for you to freely walk through and enter. We also see that the media likes to portray the level of someone's success to the amount of money they have or the number of followers on their social media page. It's almost like it's trying to say that these things are what makes someone happy. But if we pay attention, we should be able to notice that it's obviously not true. So, as we already said earlier, we can only find true happiness when we have faith in God. But how? Having faith in God also means to follow God. And that means following His commands. Commands He gave us because He loves us. Now there's a very large number of ways that God makes us happy. One lesson that He teaches us is to be thankful in all circumstances. By applying this to our lives, it helps us to find purpose in pretty much everything, even with what we perceive to be bad. Suppose you sleep in one day and miss the bus you're supposed to catch to work. Now, is being late to work bad? Maybe. But what if missing this bus prevented you from getting into an accident at work, which would have happened if you had taken that bus? You see, being able to give thanks in any situation in life gives you the ability to wake up every day in a state of joyfulness. And this is only made possible when we trust in God and the plans that He has for us. Life is filled with moments we don't always understand. But in every situation, we are given a choice to dwell on the problem or to seek the lesson behind it. Gratitude isn't just a reaction to good circumstances. It's a perspective that helps us to understand God better and ultimately transforms how we see the world. Often we may not see the bigger picture in God's plan. What feels like a setback today might actually be the foundation for something extraordinary tomorrow, reminding us to trust His timing and purpose. Every challenge has the potential to be part of His perfect plan for us. Okay, given everything we've said so far, we still haven't answered the underlying question in all this. Why do humans seek happiness in the first place? Well, a man named Blaise Pascal once said, "There is a God-shaped vacuum in the heart of each man, which cannot be satisfied by any created thing, but only by God the Creator, made known through Jesus Christ." So it's like every person was created with a hole in their heart, and this hole is infinite, which means that nothing finite can fill it, but only something or someone who is infinite. That's why when we try to seek other things to fill this hole, it still leaves us feeling empty. In fact, trying to use worldly ways to feel happy will most of the time probably leave someone feeling even emptier than before. The point is, we can't fill this unlimited hole on our own because even we are limited. But here's the beauty of it all. God gave us a way to find the joy and happiness we've been desperately chasing after. That is, through His Son, Jesus Christ. Faith is not about having everything figured out. It's about trusting that God already has. Faith isn't just about believing in something we can't see. It's about holding on to hope when life feels hard. When we finally stop chasing after the fleeting things of this world and start giving our hearts to God, something amazing happens. The endless search for joy, it ends, and instead it's replaced with peace, contentment, and purpose. This isn't just about happiness, it's about eternal joy. Joy that doesn't fade depending on the circumstances or gets overshadowed by difficulties. It's a joy rooted in the assurance of God's love. The truth is that the door has always been open. Jesus Himself said, "I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." All it takes is for you to walk through.